Hello and welcome to the channel. Well, my grass is long enough to mow, but they're forecasting snow for this afternoon. So showing off lawnmowers mowing is just going to have to wait for a few more days. So in the meantime, let's do a walk around review of the new Stihl RMA 510V. Let's get started.
Down in the dirt. They're real bad.
I also realized that I've had the Stihl trimmer and blower around here for a couple years, but I've never done a review on them. So as we're talking about Stihl products, let me go into the trimmer and the blower a little bit, and then we'll spend the rest of the time working on the mower. I picked up the Stihl FSA 90R trimmer and the BGA 85 blower 2 years ago. I wanted a reference product for all the rest of the machines, and I end up using this quite a bit. All right, let's start off. Stihl is a dealer-only line. You can't buy these at the big box stores. They make 3 different lines of battery products. They make a homeowner line, which I think is called the AI series. The batteries are part of the trimmer and part of the blower. They're not interchangeable. Then they have the AK series, which is their residential models. The AK series has a 19-inch mower, trimmer, blower, I think chainsaw and hedge trimmer. And it's a good system. The system that you're looking at here is their AP series. This is their professional line. The batteries are all rated for a minimum of 1,500 cycles. They're decent batteries. They charge quickly, but they're not rapid chargers like you find with some of the other brands. In other words, the batteries laying here on the table are their standard size batteries, and they take about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes to charge. Professional means heavy duty, and I've had the BGA 85 blower here and the FS 90R trimmer for 2 years, and I can definitely see a difference between these and all the other ones that we've reviewed so far. For example, the BGA 85 blower, on paper, it doesn't look that powerful, but in use, it's the blower that I grab if I have to go move a lot of leaves. If the leaves are wet and sticky and stuck down into the landscape, this one has the power to blow it out. And I can easily say that this blower is as powerful as the old Craftsman Black series, their premium series gas blowers. I like it a lot. It's heavy. It's heavier than the other ones out there on the market, but it's comfortable to use, and it just feels good in your hands. It really blows well. The variable speed on it is immaculate. You can adjust it down to just a gentle breeze or run it full bore. You don't get tired of using it. Stihl also offers trimmers in the professional line, and this one is the largest one that you can get that uses the regular batteries. They make one that's larger, but that uses the big backpack batteries. This has the actual commercial head that Stihl puts on their gas trimmers. It's not an easy load head or anything like that. But the last Stihl gas trimmer that I own, the head lasted 20 years. In fact, the motor finally gave up long before the head did. So learn how to wind them, and you'll never have a problem with them. They don't mess up. They always feed good. You can get them as dirty as you want. You can run them in water, and the heads always work properly. Again, these trimmers are a little bit heavier. They're more on the weight of a gas trimmer, but they're built that way. If you look at the output shafts on them, the output shafts are heavier, big motors down in the bottom. The FS90 has a variable speed dial on it, so you can run it in eco mode and just pull the trigger and it stays right at that speed. You don't have to hold your finger or feather it all the time. Battery wise, the Stihl batteries, they're actually 36 volt, and even with the 36 volt batteries, the BGA 85 blower will run probably a good 40-45 minutes, and the trimmer will trim well over an hour on a battery. Stihl makes a bunch of batteries in this line. They have an AP100, which is their lightest one for like your trimmer and hedge trimmer and that type of use. They have the AP300, which is a good size for blowers and chainsaws. Of course, they're interchangeable. You can use any of the batteries in any of the equipment. The AP300S has about 30% more capacity than the AP300. So if you can get an hour's worth of use out of the AP300, you'll be able to get about an hour and 20 minutes or so out of the AP300S. To give you a comparison in size, the 7.5 amp hour Eagle or the 7.5 amp hour 60 volt Toro, that has about 405 watt hours of power. The AP300S has 281 watt hours. So it's a little less capacity, but I don't think you're going to notice it that much. The batteries are just so well built, so solid. Charger wise, they have two different chargers that are available. The one here on the table is the 300. That will charge the AP300 battery in about 55 minutes and the AP300S in about 65 to 70 minutes. They do have a fast charger that'll cut that down to, I think, 45 minutes and an hour. But personally, I don't like to charge batteries too fast. Even though these chargers have thermal protection and fans and all that other type of stuff, I just believe that you can charge batteries too fast. There's a fine difference with making a battery last for years and years and years, or charging it rapidly and only having it last you for a couple years. One of the other very popular brands is having a lot of problems with that right now. They're charging the batteries too fast and the batteries are failing. After a couple years, they're junk. You won't have that problem with the Stihls. The Stihl batteries, you're going to get years and years and years out of them. Okay, so that's just a quick overview of the trimmer and the blower and the batteries that are available. Comparatively wise, this Stihl blower and this Stihl trimmer are a solid step ahead of anything else that you're going to find at Lowe's or Home Depot or any other retail store. They're expensive. They're a lot heavier. They're built a lot better. So if you want the best, definitely look at the Stihl before you buy anything else. All right, now let's get going with the mower. One of the nice things that I really like about the Stihl is the unboxing. When you walk into your dealer and tell them, you go through, figure out what you want, and decide that, okay, I want to buy this mower. While you're finishing up the paperwork and paying for it, someone else takes it out of the box, sets it all up, and it's ready to go. Before you leave the dealership, they go through and show you how to use it. They show you how to fold it, put it away, how to hook the battery charger up, all that stuff, everything that you need. There is a manual that comes with it, but you really don't need to read the manual because the the dealers go through it all and make for sure you understand your mower before you even take it home. The mower is an all-steel mower, steel deck, steel handles, nothing aluminum on it, nothing cheap at all. All the plastic that there is on it, what little there is all good impact resistant plastic. The handles fold in multiple ways, and I'm going to go through the different things that you can do with the handles here. First off, if you want to store it over winter, you can fold it all down nice and tight, put it up on a shelf. Your shelf is 24 inches deep. It'll sit there very nicely. If you need the room in your trunk of your car, you want to carry it, you can also fold it up tight like this. There are two knobs here that you spin tight. I'm just going to do the one for the time being. Then back here, the pins, these are twist lock pins. See if I can get it. Come on. Well, I'm going to have to walk around the other side. There, that was easy. So flip it over. There's 3 different height positions. I'm going to put it in the top position right now. And they just snap in, lock in. Nice spring, real heavy pin. This is a heavy duty piece here. Tighten these 2 up, you're ready to go. If you want, in your garage, you want it to take up a little less room, you can drop it down like this or flip it over and it flips out of the way. So there's none of that sliding and little plastic pins and all that stuff that's going to wear out like on some of the other models. They built this really well. And these are captive nuts here, so even if you spin them loose, they don't come off, they stay there. And you know, this is a lot easier if you do it on the ground. All right, so height adjusters, it ranges from 1 to 3 3/4 inch. I like to mow my lawn at 4 inches, so 3 3/4 is close enough for me because I'm going to be using this as a trim mower. Single height adjuster, real easy to adjust. It's spring loaded, so it goes up and down very easily. I do want to show you one thing that they don't advertise it. At least I can't see that they advertise it. Ball bearing wheels. These are real heavy duty wheels, plus with the ball bearings. Decent rubber tire on the end of it. I don't think you're going to break these or wear these out. Ball bearings on the back also. One other thing to show you with the handles. Again, this is a lot easier if it's down on the ground. Bring it over, lock it in. And it stands up. And it looks like it's going to stand up easier if the height adjuster's down. All right, let's take a look inside. I'm going to move this around a little bit. Again, steel. It's got the edges on it here so it won't flex on you. Nothing sticking through the airflow for the grass. It's all nice and smooth. I see one thing that Stihl is doing is they have a big fan on this that sucks the air through the motor and out here. So you get excellent cooling on the motor itself, and it helps with the airflow underneath the deck too, I'm sure. It is a brushless motor, so that's why it kind of makes little dings as you move it around. They call that a stepper motor, brushless stepper motors. Down here on the bottom, can we see that? It's hard to see because it's all black, but this is plastic here, and it's a good thick plastic. The mulch plug, it does have a mulch plug, and the mulch plug sits nice and flush in here. So when you're mulching, you got a clean area for it to mulch with. This is a stepped mulching blade, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different edges on here. It lifts it, chops it. Looks like a good blade. We'll find out for sure as soon as we mow with it. Does have side discharge, does mulch, and does bag. Looking down below, the variable speed. This uses a separate motor for the variable speed. It's convenient because you can run around the yard and the mower will pull itself without the blade running if you want. You can go across your driveway and stuff like that without kicking up rocks and everything. So, of course, the regular safety piece, and this is a nice solid rubber here again too. It's nothing cheap plastic. It's real flexible, so that won't give you much drag. As you can see, the adjusters for the wheels, they're all nice and heavy. The plates are all heavy duty. Yeah, it looks like it's going to hold up. Let's go up and look at the top. Again, the single adjustment, so the wheels, there is a bend here, good heavy duty. This is a grass comb. I noticed over in Europe they've been using that for quite a few years. They're just starting to use it over here now. It helps the grass stay straight and lift right away as soon as it gets into the chamber. It's supposed to help with your mulching quite a bit. All right, anything else underneath that you want to know about? Feel free to leave in the comment section below. Let's go up top, take a look at the motor. Most brands now are switching to the motor or engine, or however you want to say it, that takes the same footprint as a gas-powered one. That way, companies like Toro and Stihl and a few others now, they can use their good decks, their good cutting decks, and just replace the gas motor with electric. Style-wise, this compartment seals up nice, so you don't have to worry about moisture getting into it, dust or anything like that. Lift it up, just one cover, and the battery fits in the bottom slot, goes in real easy. The top slot is a spare, so it doesn't use both batteries. When this one wears out, you pull it out, grab your spare battery, and put it down here. It does have an eco mode. Eco mode runs the blade a little bit slower until it hits something heavy, so it makes your batteries last a little bit longer. It does have a fuse and a key built into one thing, and this is it's a 60 amp fuse that they use to protect the whole circuit. So if you hit something and you lock it all up, you get a branch caught in it or something like that, and it locks all up, you may blow this fuse and have to replace it. But that protects the whole system, so you won't burn up and end up with a fire. That's all there is as far as the motor goes. Runtime on the batteries. Stihl is saying that the AP300 battery will give you about 3,000 to 3,500 square foot of runtime in the eco mode, and the AP300S will give you about 5,000 square feet. I do recommend that if you're going to buy this, go ahead and spend the extra $50 and buy the 300S battery. That'll give you quite a bit of runtime in this motor, in the mower, plus it'll give you real long run times if you get the blower or the trimmers. I had bought the 300 when I bought the trimmer and blower, and then since I'm probably going to keep this system myself, I went ahead and bought the 300S to go along with the mower. So I've got enough here to do, what is that, 8,000 square foot. That's about all anybody needs to walk mowing lawns. Anything bigger than that, it's time to get a riding mower. 2 batteries, 8,000 square foot. You'll be quite happy with it. All right, let's look at the controls. And I'm going to take it down and set it down on the floor to look at the controls. All right, the top here, again, is a Stihl wraparound handle. Nice cushion grip, plenty of softness to it, but it's durable. It's going to hold up for you. To start the mower, this is your starting bale back here. To start it from cold like this, there's a button over here on the right hand side. You press that, hold it, and then lift up. There's speed control here, slow to fast, and your speed control is on. You set the speed and then it's on off here. And it works, doesn't it? It's going to take me just a little bit getting used to that. The speed will work without the mower itself running, without the blades running. So it's a electric unit, so the only noise that you have are from the blades itself. And do yourself a favor, don't ever try to use a mower on carpet. Most of the time the mower has enough lift underneath it that it'll suck the carpet right up into the machine. So throw rugs especially. You notice it sped up when it first started, and after a few seconds it slowed down into the eco mode. Well, that's it for this video. I will show it mowing here as soon as this weather comes back to realistic expectations. In other words, I'm not going to mow in the snow. Anyway, so if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave it in the comments section. If you like what I do, if you like this video, please like it. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.
Down in the dirt. Burial